Steve from Gamers Beat Cancer, and welcome to the Cancer Chronicles. This will be my new show that I will be hosting, hopefully 2 shows a month. The idea of the Cancer Chronicles is for a chance for myself to interview people, chat with people about their journey with cancer and the love of gaming as well. So I thought no better than anybody else to start focusing on, first of all, myself. For me, gaming started, let me think, probably about the age of 8. It always provided a great form of escapism for me, which was absolutely tremendous. How did it all begin? Well, it actually began with a tabletop game called Astro Wars, which was manufactured by Grandstand. Later that year, I think it was probably about 9, I received my first handheld, which I still have to this day, and it's here. It's a Grandstand handheld from 1983 when it was originally released. I don't think I got mine until I was about 1985. Called Jack and the Beanstalk, and as you can see, for those that are out there, it's still working after all this time. So for me, that's where gaming sort of began. From there, I think obviously my first computer was the Commodore Plus 4. It's a tremendous machine. Had many fond memories of playing on that computer as a child. Buying my games from Blackburn Market when Mum and Dad used to go shopping on a Saturday afternoon was tremendous for me. And picking up different games, obviously games like Kane, let me have a think, Treasure Island I think was another one that I had for it. Saboteur, that was a great game. Bomb Jack, I even remember playing my first taste of Airwolf on the Commodore 16, and it was on a 4-pack tape, which was released by Elite Games, believe it or not. Then, as times move on, obviously I wanted to get a Commodore 64. Who didn't back then? So the Commodore 64 became my be-all and end-all gaming platform. I remember that I really wanted it so badly that I'd gone on a family holiday with my parents, and rather than use the money that I was given to spend on my holiday, I saved it, came back, bought a Commodore 64. I remember playing amazing titles from the days of Ocean on that. Games like Batman was one of them, New Zealand Story. I think I even remember playing Frankie Goes to Hollywood, believe it or not, on there. And I had so many great memories with such an amazing machine. Do I still wish I had it to this day? Yes, I do. I do miss it. Then for me, I think obviously I picked up a job, if I remember rightly, and I was working for a computer firm. I think about the time I was about 13, 14, if I remember rightly. I used to work there on a Sunday part-time, and that was my first experience of 16-bit gaming. So for me, 16-bit gaming, I think the first computer that I got was actually the Atari ST, which was a great machine. I had many fond times on that. Unfortunately, though, one day the power pack gave up and I was no longer without a computer. And I remember obviously nagging my parents extremely a lot to get an Amiga 500. And I think Amiga 500 entered me into a whole new world of gaming. Obviously the ST had its highs, but for me, I think my definitive computer for gaming at the time was the Amiga 500 with all the amazing titles I played on it as well. Titles like Buggy Boy was one. I also remember playing Sword of Sudan, which was produced by Sierra Games. Lombard RFC Rally, that was a great game back in the day. I think another game was called Vroom. I remember playing a game called Zoo, which actually was sponsored by Chupa Chups, which were the actual lollipops, for those that know the Chupa Chups. Then from there, my experience of gaming and everything kind of changed with the times with PlayStation 1. I think at one point I actually owned a Sega Master System 2. I've had a Sega Saturn. That was another great console back in the day. Then obviously gaming for me has never really dwindled down. I remember owning a Nintendo, Super Nintendo as well, and the SNES. So I've had some great experiences for me. Now, as I've got older, it's provided a form of escapism. And for those that might be watching the video the first time, gaming for me last year was a major escapism as I was diagnosed with a form of leukemia, a very aggressive form called acute myeloid leukemia. That's a form of blood cancer, which also starts in the bones. So I suppose, for a better term, it is a blood and bone cancer. I'm in remission now. I'm extremely busy with Gamers Beat Cancer. I'm now an avid games collector. So obviously I hope to produce some videos of some of the games that I'm playing at the moment to share with you. I'm a love and passion of gaming. The whole point of Gamers Beat Cancer is that we give hope to cancer patients and their caregivers in a time which can be very, very dark for us. And I think that's extremely important. So the Cancer Chronicles will feature myself, where, like I said, I will be interviewing people affected by cancer. Hopefully, the next couple of weeks, I'll have my first guest organised for the show. Do tune in. Don't forget as well to hit the like button and the subscribe button below. Gamers Beat Cancer moving forward as well. I'll keep you up to date for that in separate videos. Obviously, shopping trips I'm hoping to take. Well, it's probably going to be next year, but obviously I'm going to be filming those exploits as well. So this is kind of for me to sort of show you what I do on a day-to-day basis now, and that is helping people with cancer, making a difference by donating that gift of gaming. So once again, remember to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you shortly in the next episode of the Cancer Chronicles.